Ish.
With your boy Rick Kane.
I am Will Sane. The lovely Starlight is not in the building.
Y'all know how we do. This ain't nothing but some good old-fashioned barbershop style conversation. In this here barbershop, we ain't got but... In this here barbershop, no conversation is taboo. We ain't got but one rule and one rule only. What is that rule, Will?
That rule is say what you mean what you say. Just don't be mean when you say it. To call into the show, to be a part of the show, to tune into the show, or to just give your opinion. Please dial 404-603-8770 or Rick.
If you're in your mammy basement, please let her know it's not one of them 99999999999999999. Please let mama know this is not one of them 999 numbers. It's not no freaky dicky. Even though every now and then they get a little freaky dicky. But probably not tonight. Probably ain't gonna be no freaky dicky tonight. But please give us a call at 1-888-926-7562. Let mama know that it is on us. We got it. Y'all, the shop is now open. What's good, my brother?
I'm doing great, my brother. How you doing, bro?
I'm doing good. But
are we plugged in live or whatever?
Oh, we should.
Is we good?
We should be
okay,
live.
we gravy then, my bad.
Yes, indeed. We got a guest that's already on the phone.
All right, let's
They're
talk.
already here. We got my classmate,
Y'all saw
Dr. Sandra Dalton Smith is in the building. She's come to give us some information, some much needed information about this corona.
Yes.
Dr. Sandra Dalton, is you on the phone? Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing fine, classmate. How life been treating you?
It's been good. Hectic the past couple of days, but good.
I'm sure it is. I see you. First of all, let me say I'm proud of you. I see. I see all you doing. You out here motivational speaking. You're getting your doctor thing on. You're motivating people. You and the work you're doing with women's and mental health. Thank you.
You're helping the good folks of the world, of the country.
Thank you.
I love what I do.
We thank you for it.
But you know why? I hit you yesterday, and I'm sorry for the late. But this corona virus is taking over the world, and I hit you hoping that we can get a professional to kind of talk to us and let us know what's really is going on, and what is it something that we really need to be worried about, or how do we should be handling this thing?
The first thing we need to do is stop panicking.
Okay.
That's the first thing. Because the reality is, we see the numbers and it gets scary because we hear people dying. But, we're not hearing about the people who got it weeks ago who have already recovered. Because the majority of people who, are healthy, who don't have a lot of underlying chronic medical conditions, they're going to treat it, their body's going to treat it like it does any other virus. It's going to fight back, it's going to overcome it, and it's going to move on. It's the people who have a lot of underlying lung and heart problems, which are mainly the elderly. And so a lot of the precautions we're seeing now are really to protect those people whose immune system would not be able to fight this virus off very well. Closing down schools. Well, kids go, some kids, their grandparents are taking care of them. And so if a young person gets it, most of them are not dying. If they get it, they're recovering and move on. The problem is if their grandma is taking care of them, now we got an issue.
That's a dynamic I didn't even think about. Is that the grandparents who actually are taking care, the elderly who are actually taking care of these kids, and these kids are probably getting exposed out with their friends or either at school or out in the environment and bringing it back home to the sickly. Because I think that's one thing that the public needs to understand and be aware of is that, yes, you may be young, you may be able to contract it, you may be able to get over it. However, you are still the person who can carry it and expose it to the elderly who who does not have that immune system that can combat it. And I think that's one thing that I think more of the public also needs to be aware of and cognizant of when they go out and run about and run amok and run to these stores.
Yeah, and so many people are upset because of the basketball shut it down. Everybody shut everything down. At this point, all of the major events. The big issue with this disease and trying to get a grip on it is trying to limit the spread.
Mm-hmm.
So, anywhere where you've got people sitting in stadiums, they're all on top of each other.
Yeah.
The ventilation's not great. It's a setup for bacteria, particularly a respiratory bacteria, to easily be spread. So, there's a lot of talk about, is this all a hoax? Is everybody just kind of going crazy about the virus for no reason? I think the virus has shown itself to be able to replicate quickly and effectively. The percentage of people who do die from it is percentage-wise higher than that of the same amount of people who get the flu. More people get the flu every year, but percentage-wise, there's about 3% that are dying from the virus, whereas with the flu, on average, it's like less than 1%. Mm-hmm. So the numbers are showing that the virus does tend to can be more deadly in the right situations with those people who have a more weakened immune system.
Now, let me ask you a question. So, with that being said, and everyone's out here getting all the supplies.
The toilet paper.
Exactly. I don't want to go to the toilet paper yet, but that is a question I have to figure out. Why is everyone taking all the damn toilet paper? I do want to. Because that is a question.
Well, a lot of people, because I've seen stuff where they're saying that it may be 4 to 6 weeks that people are stuck in their houses, and I got a text on my phone. This is from saying that it was from a reputable source that you need to have 4 weeks supply food.
Mm-hmm.
So, is this a scare tactic, or is this something that we really should be worried about? Because that's the problem. Yeah, everybody is panicking and scared.
That's my question. From your perspective, should this be labeled a pandemic? I apologize. Yes. A pandemic.
Yes. Well, yeah, they've already labeled it a pandemic just because pandemic just means that it's a worldwide infection.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So yeah, they've labeled it a pandemic for that reason, because it has multiple countries are involved, and it's spreading even to more countries, it seems, as we go. This whole thing, about the buying of all the supplies, the concern is that until I think today's press conference, the government really wasn't giving us a lot of information about how they were even going to handle it. We're watching it kind of just blow up, and you hear every day that new cases are coming. And, the CDC has given us very limited information as far as kind of just the bare minimum of what they need to share with the public. So the problem is when there's such limited information, nobody knows what to think or kind of how to even respond. You get to a doctor even if you're sick. I think that starts breeding all of this panic.
I have an idea about why, because of how people are acting right now. I feel that you can't actually tell people the actual real truth if there is more to this, because with little information that they're telling us right now is to wash your hands, don't touch your face, and things of that nature, and telling you to stay away from others who may be exposed. With that limited information, people are panicking, running out, and doing mass hysteria and causing mass hysteria. So I often think about, what if they actually told you more information? I think I'm the person who thinks that people will overreact even more so than they are now. Do you feel that way, or do you feel like the more information, it would educate the people and we would actually be more calm about the whole situation?
Well, I think more of the right information, helping people understand what are the symptoms of this virus, maybe kind of differentiating it from the cold and the flu.
Mm-hmm. Oh, and allergies?
If people were aware, and allergies, yes. So if people were aware, okay, well, this virus kind of presents this way, and the cold, the flu, allergies present this way, it would help them be able to, every time they get a sniffle or a cough, not freak out, and automatically think that, I've got corona. What am I going to do? So, it's one of those things where I think this whole, I guess you heard today about them saying that Google's going to have kind of this online platform so people can self-diagnose, so to speak.
Yes.
And then go to these drive-through, testing centers. Well, with that, at least people then have a way of kind of doing some type of self-diagnosis. But you got to imagine what happens when you put all that in and it comes back, yes, you could be.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yes, you could be positive. No, this person's going to hop in a car and drive somewhere.
Yes. Because I read where part of the self-diagnosis is if you hold your breath for 10 seconds and if you after you release that breath, if you have tightness in your chest or if you're coughing, then it's a good chance that you have fibrosis, I believe, in your lungs. And then therefore, yes, you may be susceptible or you may have the virus. So then, yes, you may need to proceed to get tested.
Well, the thing with that is 90% of the population would be able to do that with no issue whatsoever. Mm-hmm. They would be able to do that. If you think about it, when you go into a doctor's office and they check your lungs, mm-hmm. What do they have you do? Take a big breath in, hold for a few seconds, release it.
Yeah.
But people are freaking out about that 10-second hold because they're not really thinking that's what every doctor does if you ever go in that listens to your lungs.
Yeah.
It's a part of the process that medicine's been using for thousands of years to assess lung function. But now people are like, oh, well, now that's the hope because you're telling people that they can't hold their breath and their lung function's not good. When the reality is the normal person should be able to do that with no trouble whatsoever. And if they can't do that, it doesn't necessarily mean they have the coronavirus because if you have asthma or COPD or, any strand of any kind of underlying lung function problem, you may not be able to do that. And you would already know you have that issue, going into it.
And that's crazy because I'm a hypochondriac right about now because ever since I've turned 35, I've become a hypochondriac. So as I did my test, I was like, is this what tightness of breath feels like in your chest? I didn't know. I started panicking because of all the hysteria that's going on. So I'm susceptible of falling victim to all of it.
And that's true. A lot of people probably have. Like you said, just the whole thought of that, if they can't do it, then or if anxiety, honestly, anxiety can make you shallow breathe to get to that point as well.
When this first started, everybody ran out and bought up all the masks and putting on masks. Okay. You got fools walking around here looking like Scorpion with these masks on. Do they work?
Well, they do work in some situations, but the thing is, most of the time when we're using those masks in medicine, it's a single use. Like if I'm walking into a patient, like we use them when patients have the flu in the hospital or if they have TB, so they work. But the ones that we use in the hospital are a very tightly fitted mask because, if any air gets around it, then what good is the mask doing? Mm-hmm. So it has to be a mask that actually is fitting properly. And then the other thing with that is they're usually single use, meaning when I leave the patient's room, it gets tossed in the trash, wash my hands, and then if I go in another patient's room, I put on a new mask. What most people are doing is they're walking around with the mask. Even if somebody happens to cough in their vicinity and the virus kind of get on the mask and not in their lungs, what happens when they take it off and reapply it back on themselves?
Exactly.
So it's the way people are using it is not how it's typically used as protective gear.
Okay. So right now, do you work right in a private sector or are you in the hospitals?
Both. Most of my medical practice have been both inpatient and outpatient. So hospital-based medicine, I do what's called traditional medicine. So with internal medicine, most of my time is spent in my clinic practice in an office. And then when my patients go into the hospital, I follow them in the hospital.
So what is it like in the hospitals right now? Where you at?
Currently, I'm not in the hospital right now, but in the hospitals, for the most part, you have to keep in mind that most of our areas aren't actively being able to test the way we want to be able to test. So, just to be frank with that. So, most of the testing centers we have, and I think that's why this new thing that the president talked about should be helpful. Most of the testing centers we have, we're talking about days before you actually get the results back.
See, and that was another question I had, because right now it looks like the only people that are able to get tested are people that got money. Because
I don't know the specifics of that, but
I mean, because if you look at it,
area, we just don't have testing. But
well, because if you look at it, like the NBA players, most of the NBA players have been, a lot of them have been tested, especially after they found out, and then Charles Barkley got tested. I mean, it's not like if a regular Joe who do this test, do the 10-second breathing test, and they think they got it, we can't just go somewhere and say, "Can I get a test?"
So piggybacking off what was Rick's statement, how can right now folks in their area possibly go get a test?
Well, if everything works like they are hoping, the new plan that they came out with, probably 4 hours ago that they discussed, is that they're going to be doing these drive-through testing centers at places like Walmart, Target, Walgreens, CVS.
Yep.
And so what will happen is Google is working with CDC and all these different, companies to be able to have an online platform. Now, yes, the person does have to go online to at least even initiate it, but an online platform where somebody can go in, it will lead them through like a list of questions on the computer that will, if all of their answers kind of turn out the right way, that say that they could have the coronavirus, then it'll tell them, please go to, let's just say CVS, and go through the drive-through checkpoint to have yourself swabbed to be checked. So they're trying to make it so that more people can get it, but the limitation is, we only have so many doctors, and there's only so many appointments within a day, and the hospitals are getting overextended, and so they're trying to kind of make it so that people can be tested without actually having to see a doctor.
So right now, in your medical professional opinion, what is the best thing for us to do besides not panic? I know the not panic. Calm down. Right. First thing is to calm down.
Absolutely.
After that, what is the best thing for us to do right now?
It's the same thing with the flu. Basically, kind of just be aware of what's going on with your own physical health and with that of your family. So if you start having any kind of symptoms, cough, cold, fever, chills, particularly right now in this time frame, that's something that needs to be evaluated so that if you're positive or negative, you find out one way or the other. Especially if they're talking about having all of these testing sites and all of this kind of started by Sunday or Monday of next week. There should be more access for people to be able to get checked. And honestly, if you don't have to, I think the schools have already shut down in most areas.
Yeah. Yes.
So,
all the schools around here.
Have to go out. So if you don't have to go out to be in large settings, don't. Churches, I don't know how many churches have made that decision, but, okay, I know you feel you're covered, but can we just not get a bunch of people together?
They've been covered in Lysol, too.
Hey, yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Do you feel, and this is not to get political, but do you feel that the federal government has not responded expeditiously, or how do you feel about the federal government's response time?
Well, I think it's a unique situation. This virus you could kind of watch how it just escalated. Mm-hmm. We went from, the U.S. has 5 cases to now Seattle is the epicenter of the U.S. with 400, it was just bam, overnight, this thing just kind of blew up all of a sudden. Mm-hmm. I think, watching China and how things kind of happened, we could see it kind of doing this around the world. Mm-hmm. China, Italy, you could watch small hot spots kind of pop up around the world. It was one of those things where, had we been able to jump on it quicker, would that have been great? Yes. Because, that would have been great. But if we can really get this plan that they mentioned today up and running by Sunday, from Friday to Sunday, to have something that worldwide up and ready to go, honestly, that'd be impressive.
Can we do it?
I mean, to have Walmart, Target, CVS,
Yeah.
and Walgreens working together is a little bit crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, can they realistically do that?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know, because the thing is with the testing, that's the key. Because if you find out you're positive and you're a healthy person, generally healthy, then yes, you might feel sick. Yes, you need to stay hydrated. Yes, you need to kind of quarantine yourself away from others so you don't spread the disease. But a healthy person's body should continue to fight back and get you back to a place of health. But without being able to test to even know if you have it, it increases the number of people who are likely to just go out and expose more people.
And that's what folks need to understand also is that once you get it, it's not definite that you're going to die. And I think that's a lot of the fear. And I think that's a lot of the panic that's being caused right now also is that folks are fearing that, if I get it, then that's automatically a death sentence, which is not.
Well,
and even if you're elderly, even if you're elderly and get it, it's not a death sentence. But if you're elderly and get it, we need to really be on top of how your lungs function. So we really need to be watching if you can't take a deep breath, if your chest hurts every time you breathe. If all of those things are happening and you're a 85-year-old nursing home patient or 85-year-old at home even, and you're having those symptoms and you're quarantined, we don't want you to stay quarantined till you die in your own bed.
Yeah.
We want you to come out and let us help you get better. So that's kind of part of those things about helping people, just some self-checks to be able to know I'm not okay. I need to seek some additional help.
So what are some of the things that we can do to boost our immune systems?
Well, some of the key things, I guess I would say, that are more proven in science would be making sure your homes are well ventilated. So, you want to make sure that you are keeping the humidity well. Dry air breathes itself for being able to catch more infections. When your throat passages are dry, you have a higher tendency of being able to contract viral respiratory viruses. So you want to make sure your home's has good humidity. You're drinking plenty of fluids and water so that your body's not getting dehydrated. You're going to want to make sure you're getting enough sleep because, we just went through the time change. And a lot of people are still kind of fighting to get back on track after that.
Yeah.
So sleep deprivation weakens the immune system, so you want to get that back on track. Vitamin D, vitamin C, zinc, all of those have studies for and against. So depending on who you talk to, there's studies that support and there's other studies that say it may not help. But my take is this, if drinking some extra orange juice or taking an over-the-counter vitamin C, if it's not something that's going to hurt you and it could possibly help you, what's the harm in doing it?
Yeah. Okay.
At this point, it's like, what's the harm in it? To be able to try to give yourself the best possibility.
Can you confirm or deny the hypothesis, and I'm going to say hypothesis to help people out. Can you confirm or deny the hypothesis that this virus is would not penetrate the black melanin?
I hadn't heard that one before.
Have you not heard this? I've heard
yeah. They say the
black people cannot get this. It's something in our melanin which prevents us from getting corona. So could you please dispel this hypothesis or either confirm this hypothesis for our folks?
I can neither confirm or deny.
Don't do that. Do not do that. Our people are going to run with it. They're going to roll with, see there? She can't confirm or deny. So that means we good. So, no.
I wish I had taken a look at 4,000 cases to see how many of these races. And I don't even know if they've actually labeled it like that because, the way our world is, I don't think they would even do that. But it'd be interesting to see.
I wish they would. The only people I know right now is Donovan Mitchell and Rudy Gobert. So
that's the only black people we heard of right now.
We know right now. And I was kind of happy when they got it. No offense to those two gentlemen, but I was happy so that my people could stop believing that crap that they can't get it because they're black.
Dog.
Yeah, they probably won't do a study to tell you the number of each race that got the disease. But that would be interesting.
Doc, please find out for us and call back next week and let us know.
Hey, Doc, Thank you. Thank you, thank you for calling in and schooling us and giving us this information that we needed. Please tell the people where they can find your books, your work, your TED Talks, your motivational things. Please tell us where we can find all this stuff at.
Oh, yeah. My website where you can connect with me is ichoosemybestlife.com.
ichoosemybestlife.com.
That's it.
All right. Well, Doc.
Say your name once again, Doc. I'm sorry. I'm terrible with names.
Please say your name one more time, Doc.
No problem. Sandra Dalton-Smith.
Classmate, I sure thank you.
Oh, well, it's been a pleasure.
Great to have you.
All right. Thank you. Have a great evening.
You too. Bye-bye.
Hey, y'all, we going to take a break. When we come back, we got this handsome fella sitting in the back.
Guest in the house.
If you've ever been around Decatur, down the city of Decatur, you have seen this man. We got Guitar Red in the building. He got a little stuff.
Ready to get down. Let's change it up a little bit.
Yes, so we will be back in a few minutes. Stay with us. We will be right back.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Here's another one. And another one. Yeah. From Little Kim, the Queen Bee. It's ladies' night, what? It must be Angie on the mic. The butter pea, honey, got the sugar, got the spice. Roll the L side, keep the rhymes right, yo. I just made this motherfucker up last night. And I'm the rookie on this all-star team. Me and Kim is getting cream, like Thelma and Louise, but on chrome. Never leave that Brooklyn shit alone. So if you say it's on, then it's on. Bang this in your whips, that them coat roadie with the chips in the wrist. Here's a French kiss. I dismiss all you chicks. Spit 6 from the 4th, 5th, make it dance. Ow! I stay focused and the dopest, like a penny with a hole in it. Y'all just hopeless and topless. I ain't lying. Trying to knock me off, keep trying. All it takes is one phone call to my street team. Promote that ass like a soundtrack. You jack, sit there, set it off with the 850. Y'all missing the buck with the bump. Biggie in the truck, in the buck to my double. Let me see you do the bank head if you're riches. It's the rap made West, the QB. And I got all my sisters with me.
And our rhymes this time. Oh, this is ladies' night. Oh, what ladies' night. And the feeling's right. Oh, this is ladies' night.
Never the one packing a gun. Got some other raw chicks for that. Lay your pants flat. I be's the one choking your paragraphs. With laughs, get you back up on the right path. Ain't no stopping me, ladies from club hopping, gets my rock on. From flavors to frozen, that paradise joint. Booty shaking with the glass in my left one. Right hand saying stepson. To me, my girls is fancy fly misses. To my great snitches and to the mother chicos. Lady pimp ain't taking that trip. If you ain't got the cash to stash, catch a brick hole. Strictly your bell ringer. Lay another finger on this big bad wolf, Miss Lady Rap Singer. I be the one to blame as the flames keep rising to the top. And it don't stop.
Misters try not to notice the dope sisters approaching with good intentions, but focusing on their riches. If it's too hot, then get that ass about the kitchen. Listen carefully. I don't give a damn if you don't care for me. The rhythm I kid, cause I'm like a rhythm of tea. Feeling the wig, pluggers off the 9 milli Luger clip. Let us bust, we just keep kicking up dust. And you can spread rumors, this is making me sick of the head tumors. Humor me by hugging me, saying you loving me. Envious player haters be bucking. I could tell with the thug and they wanna do illegal things. For cheese, need to give me more of these VVs and them 3s BTs. From overseas, pimp diced out rollies. Stuck from the police, keep my wallet obese. Who the Windy City woman still coming and gunning straight from the shop. Tonight's the night for the ladies, be keeping it tight. This is ladies' night, and our rhymes is tight. Oh, this is ladies' night. Oh, what, ladies' night, and the feeling's right. Oh, this is ladies' night. Oh, what,
Hey, yo, Kim. You know what I'm saying? I ain't even gonna leave without saying something on this track now. You ain't gonna use me to just be singing hooks. What I look like? Patti LaBelle or somebody? Take it out. Yeah. Oh, what a night. You should be like Miss instead of being like Mike. I like to ride ponies instead of riding bikes. Me and Lil Kim got the rhymes to incite. I gotta catch a flight. Round 3-ish. You see us from Aleppo to Aeneas. On the fierce. I'm out. Ooh.
Welcome back to Shop Talking Random Mix with King Insane and the lovely Starlight. I am Will Sane.
It's your boy Rick King. I am in the building. I am on the boards. I am behind the glass. I am doing my thing. I am. I shall. I will be. I am.
The lovely Starlight is not in the building tonight, but we wish her well. Hope she's avoiding the coronavirus and all the kids out there with the coronavirus that was at the school systems. I'm not trying to make light of the kids, though. Damn, that sounds kind of bad. Sounds like I was trying to make light of the kids having it.
Hey, man.
I didn't mean it like that, but all these kids out of school, man.
Yes.
Toughen up, man.
Hey,
toughen up.
I mean, toughen up. What you been doing? I'm gonna toughen up.
I'm kidding, man.
No, the thing. I mean, it's scary, but it's like it's scary because they have stressed it out and made us panic behind this thing.
Yeah.
So that's the. But enough about Corona because I like
Enough about
Heineken
Corona right
anyway.
now.
I like Heineken's anyway.
And
so.
I like. God dang, what's the one I like? Stout Guinness. God dang.
Oh boy, you need some water to chase. You,
Hey, that's what
you
you
need
call
to
it, man.
chase them with it.
Hey,
Guinness.
Happy St. Patrick's Day, even though they're shutting down St. Patrick's Day the parade down in Savannah and everything. Happy St. Patrick's Day coming up. I had to get a shout out because of Guinness, man.
Okay.
Got to get a sponsor on there with that Guinness.
Guitar Red.
Guitar Red is in the building, Decatur's own.
Yes, sir. Decatur finest, man. And like I say,
baby.
Y'all hear that guitar?
Yeah, man.
Sounds like
Glad
a
to
good
be
time.
here with the love. Hey, sisters, what's happening with y'all?
man, we all right, man. We all right. What's happening with you, man?
I'm feeling mighty, mighty low.
You feeling low? What's going on, Mr. Guitar? Why you feeling low tonight? Love ain't in the air?
My baby said I look like I got the coronavirus. And she won't give me none.
Yeah, that'll make you low. That'll make you feel a little low.
Oh, do I feel low?
Let's say Mr. Guitar. She won't give you nothing because she said you got the corona.
I told her I can't wear them plastic gloves because I can't play my guitar. Oh, yeah, yeah. Nah, serious business though, man. This thing that's going on, this virus is really serious, and we need to really take heed to it. See, there's a lot of viruses and stuff going on, man. You know, the planet is messed up, man. And you know, she said something about the elderly, and you know, I'm the theory guy, everybody. I'm the theory guy.
What's the theory?
And I'm back to my chemtrails again.
Yeah?
That's right.
Talk to me about that.
See, the chemtrails is designed to get rid of the undesirables. And you know who that is?
You think the elderly?
Oh, people, that's right.
Because they costing the government and everything. And is that what you're saying?
That's right.
Oh, okay. I can see where you're going with that because one of the things, and not to cut you off because you're my elder, so I'm going to let you speak, but one of the things that has been proposed is that they're trying to talk about cutting the income tax or payroll tax. And if you cut that tax, part of that tax actually goes to help Social Security and Medicaid,
yes,
which is for the elderly and the poor. So therefore,
that's right.
Okay,
yes,
that money get cut out.
Yes, sir.
Hey, and then the coronavirus takes out who?
The elders right now is taking out primarily the elders.
Probably take out some of the poor who can't afford medical coverage,
yes,
and everything, who probably live in those infested areas of society, like where the asbestos and rat feces is all in the air,
yes,
and the dwellings where they live. So hey, I can see where you're going with that.
Yeah, and that's what it was created. So it's just like a crop duster. They just go right over your sky, and they spray us down with these different chemicals and stuff.
Now you got to be safe, Mr. Guitar Red, because you're a legend now. You can't lose you now.
You ain't gonna get me, baby. I'm gonna come home tonight. I'll wash my hands.
You wash your hands.
We ain't gonna talk about what you gonna wash. Hey, Hey, man, but hey, my name Guitar Red, everybody. You know, I'm a blues player. I'm a blues street musician.
Now, how long you been playing this guitar, Mr. Red?
Going on 40 years now.
40 years.
Yes, sir. Ever since I was 8 years old, I think. Yes, sir.
What?
I was 8. Yeah, ever since I was 8 years old.
Okay.
Playing music. Played on the streets in Atlanta, downtown on P Street. I used to give guitar lessons, hang out with Andre 3000 and them, giving them guitar lessons.
Oh, okay.
You know, I got took a lot too. You know, but not from that guy. That's that's about the only guy that treated me right.
So how many people? So you've met a lot of celebrities down there. So where are you located? Where can people find you at? So where you usually hanging around?
Oh, I'm right downtown Decatur. They call me Decatur Guitar Red.
Okay.
And like I said, I used to play out, you know, all over the city, but now I'm gotten to the age where I can't move that far, so I just found me one little spot and just made it my home.
Mainly in downtown Decatur.
You know.
So you just met a lot of people downtown and downtown Decatur and all over Atlanta, wherever you've learned to play or wherever you performed at. So who are some of the people that you met? Some of the famous people that you met?
Well, I met Tyler Perry. Before Tyler Perry made Medea, I met him. He was when he first got here to pursue his dream.
Okay.
And I was on the street, you know, back at the time, you know, doing my thing, playing my music. And two guys ran off with his money. I had seen them when they left together. I knew those guys was bad news. I was trying to give him the hint not to go down there with him, but he did anyway. Mm-hmm. And he had something he was trying to sell to get him something to eat. So he came back with his head all down. I done made some money now. You know, I'm, saying my old Guitar Red stuff. That's right, Big Daddy did, la, 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 poppin'. So he coming with his head down. And I said, what's up, young blood? What's going on with you? Man, they ran off with my money. They ran off with your money? I said, what? I was trying to get me something to eat. I told him, I said, look here, you gonna eat tonight. And I took him from right there. We was at Little 5 Points. And I took him over to Kroger that was on Ponce de Leon.
Okay.
And bought him a chicken meal, drink, some cookies. You know, you got to have something sweet. You know what I mean? And I took him to my little spot where I sleep at. Gave him some cover, and let him chill out. I went around the corner doing the things that I was doing back then. The things I was doing back then.
We ain't gonna ask you too much about what you were doing back then, Mr. Guitar Red.
I had no shame because God done delivered me from all of that.
Right, and that's good.
God had delivered me from all of that.
That's good.
That's right. I ain't what I need to be, but guess what I ain't? Well, anyway, we back to the story. When I come around the corner, he said, man, you want any of this chicken? I said, man, I can't eat no chicken right now. I said, God told me to get that for you so you can have something to eat. He said, man, because he can tell doing the things I was doing. He was looking at me. He said, and you still thought about me? I said, of course I do, because I'm a human being on this or all this or wherever I'm at and what no position. And we live good around me, buddy.
Yeah.
Saved me about 3 days, and he had to get down to the park, so I gave him the money to get down there and get back.
Okay, he stayed with you for 3 days?
Yeah, down where we was, right there by the Jimmy Carter underpass.
Mm-hmm.
And I gave him the money. He said he was gonna come back and give me my money back, but he didn't ever make it.
How much owe you, Mr. Guitar Red?
He owed me $22.
Man, this man is $22, man. Come on now. He got more than $22 right now in his pocket. He pay you that $22.
Now, a lot of people ask me why I ain't never come up or said nothing about this earlier up here, because I gave it from my heart, and I told that man to follow his dream. I even wrote the song that I sing every day about pursuing your dreams. And y'all guitar players and musicians out there, don't never let nobody tell you nothing wrong. Don't never let nobody turn around and deter you from what God put inside of you.
Yeah, put your music out there.
Pursue your dream. I've been out here on these streets a long time doing this.
That's what I'm talking about. Now, Guitar, let me ask you a question real quick though.
Yeah.
How you know it's Tyler Perry? Like, you for sure it was Tyler Perry?
Because the man came down there and talked about a man wearing a dress, and he had to go down to the Fox Theater. And I gave him the money to go down there. And wasn't no man talking about no man wearing no dress back then.
That's true. Now, what year was this, Guitar?
Well,
you remember what year it was?
before Tyler Perry was, what year it was, that's what year it was.
Okay.
I don't know.
So we're going to say the late 90s. We're going to say the late 90s, early 2000s.
Late 90s, yep, that's when it was.
Okay.
He told me the name anyway.
That was around the time when you were doing those things that you ain't doing no more and all that
Right.
kind of stuff. So you know, so that's how you know as well, because that was that time.
Right. Oh yeah. But no, when he made, I said, man, he did do it.
Yeah.
I'm proud of him, and I'm still proud of him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And he ain't come back and give you that $22.
Yeah, that's right.
Hey, I want that 22. Hey, come on, somebody. Get Tyler Perry on the phone. Get Tyler Perry contact information. Guitar deserves that $22, if not more.
Decatur Guitar Red.
And it just like I said, what I did from him, it was from my heart.
Yeah.
It was not from so whatever. But I know he know and I know that at that time I was in. But right now I'm in bad shape.
Yeah.
And I really do need a little love and a little help my darn self.
Mm-hmm. And you still down in that area, so he know where he can find you. Are you still in the same area where you met him at?
No.
Okay, you're not in that area anymore.
No, he has to come down to downtown Decatur. I'll be right there in front of Starbucks, right in front of the bookstore.
Okay, and where did you meet him at? So he'll know. So we can say, hey,
he met
this
me
is where
right
he met
there.
you at.
He met me right there at Little Five Punch where they took his money. I took him over there. Yeah, Little Five.
Tyler Perry, come on now. You got hit by some jack boys in Atlanta now. You know.
Nah, they was some crack boys. They were no jack boys. They was some crack boys. And he got okey doke, folks. I mean, it can happen to anybody. He didn't know. I tried to tell him, folks. You get a brother of the week.
You tried to tell him.
We seen each other.
I told you.
I tried to tell him. I gave him the week. You know what I'm saying? I'm weaking like this, like I got hay fever. Scratching my eye. I said, hey, your blood. He just turned around and went over down the hill with him. You know, he wasn't into none of that right there. They left him outside and ran off with his money. That's what happened to him. But he wasn't into none of that, and he didn't do none of that around me.
Okay.
And there ain't nobody that ain't into that ain't gonna do that around me. Period.
Yeah.
Cause you ain't gonna learn from Guitar Red.
No.
If you gonna carry on your own demons, go ahead with it. But there's somebody that's gonna take care of it for you, folks. That's for real.
That's what I'm
Now
saying.
believe what I'm trying to tell you something out there.
So TP got hit up by some crackheads downtown Atlanta. Come on now. Shout out to Guitar Red. Give him what you owe. Give him what you owe. Pay back.
Don't you worry about that. Cause God is gonna take care of you.
That's true. That's true.
Everybody out there, you on crack, you on dope, you on liquor, you on beer, whatever your hang up is, God will flip it from you piece by piece. He wants you to start with the thing that's messing up your life, and that's where it's at. Once you do that right there, God, you'll see the amazing things of the good things for you. Now, you want to know another reason why God didn't give me none of this blessing from this man right there?
Why is that?
Because I had to be ready for it.
That's
hey,
right,
man, now I am ready for my blessing. I am ready for my blessing. See, I had dreams, and God told me if I let these demons go here, He gonna bless me, and it's time for my blessing. I said it's time for my blessing.
Hey, get up. Because back then you would have smoked up the blessing there.
I probably would. I'd be dead. So on for real, on the laughing side, folks.
I love this.
On the laughing side, it's something I can sit here and laugh at now.
Yes, that's
what
great.
God brought me to.
Yep.
You know. Anyway,
He
I
bring you
wrote
to
this
it so he
song.
can bring you through it, right?
I wrote this song right here.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, 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 hey. Nga, 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 nga. He never gave up on me, and he'll never give up on you. He never gave up on my soul. He really loves me right now. I I've been wrong, a miserable wretch. Did so many things I wanna forget. I can't lie, that's the way it used to be. But now God's got my heart, I found my destiny. I cannot tell you what I've done, but I know I got tired of being on the run. He never let me down, he never let me go. I'm just thankful I'm still on his show. He never gave up on me, and he'll never give up on you. He never gave up on your heart. He really loves you right now. I hey, 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 hey. Nga, 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 nga. Hey, that's my Holy Ghost. Every day that you do live, thank God for what you do get. Every night before you go to sleep, pray that God will keep you and keep you be. He never gave up on me.
He never will. He never will.
Hey, man.
That's what I'm talking about. Guitar Red, Decatur Soul, Guitar Red.
That's right. I'm always now.
Decatur Guitar Red. Yes, sir.
Wait a minute. I got them other songs I sang too.
Go ahead, hit it.
Y'all want to hear about the song?
Hit
Y'all
it.
want to get these girls shaking up out there?
Let's get
I got
them.
to shake them girls up.
Shake them up.
Ain't never too fruity, come on, girl, shake that booty. That booty. That booty. That booty. Shake mama gaya, shake mama gaya. I'm gonna shake what my daddy let me. I said shake mama gaya, shake mama gaya. I'm gonna shake what my daddy let me. Ain't never too fruity, come on, girl, shake that booty. That booty. You move to the left, you move to the right. You clap that booty, make it see out of sight. You got that ground, right behind the me. I got that loving girl, come and shake it on me. Oh, oh, oh. Nah, 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 nah. I'm gonna make the booty call. Hey, hey, hey.
I love it.
It's a brand new day that you need to see. The way the girl move, they beat. Oh, 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 oh. Hey, 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 hey. That girl move, that booty make me wanna jump and say, hey, number two fruity, come girl, say that booty. That booty. Oh, 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 oh. Hey, 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 hey. It's brand new song
yes,
that
sir.
I got going on. Everybody, they can come along. If you feel it right, you hate your government, you can turn that booty around and say, ain't never too fruity, y'all can just kiss my booty. That booty. Oh, 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 eh, eh, ah, 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 ah. Get crunked up, get crunked up, get crunked up, get crunked up, sugar, sugar, da, get crunked up, sugar, sugar, da, sugar, sugar, da. Oh, 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 eh, 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 eh.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's me, baby.
Decatur Guitar Red.
I do my thing.
Oh, God.
In your 40 years of playing,
Oh, God.
what have you been recorded? Have you ever been recorded?
Yeah, man. I did an album about 10 years ago, 8 years ago. Anyway, the album was doing pretty good, but the guy, he ripped me off, and plus, like I said, I was back there with my thing, you know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
And I let that get away. But recording, shoot, Block Entertainment, you know, I was doing stuff with them. Deep South down there with them, Lion them, you know, T.I., all kind of motherfuckers was getting my rips and stuff.
Yeah.
they were getting all my little riffs and stuff. See, back then, you needed a live musician.
Yep.
You needed a live musician.
Yep.
So, man, they rolled up out there, you know what I'm saying, with a little $50 and a little something to drink. And then, you know, a lot of them cats was making some big money. I'm talking about some thigh-offs and shit. Yeah. You know.
They're making
but,
big money off it.
Hey, that's okay. God's got something even better. You know, and I'm still going on. Because there's one thing ain't nobody going to be able to take that my mama told me. You can't take my talent away from me.
Nah, you
hey,
right.
man.
Hey, you got that now. Hey, you got talent now.
Thank you, bro.
You got talent, bro. Hey, we got to find out how to get you in the recording studio, though, man. Because I'm telling you, you got some stuff that I think the world needs.
Wow.
You know, I'm serious.
Thank you, man.
And if somebody can actually get in touch with T. Wait a minute. All right, so I'm looking at this right here because you just whipped this out on me.
Yeah.
You want to read this or you?
No, basically what I said was the same thing, but anybody can get close to, can get a message to Tyler Perry. Tell him it's the guy that when he first came to Atlanta and he got ripped off and, you know, I came up to help him, you know, and secure him. And he told me I was a blessing to him. Well, right now I need a blessing.
Yeah.
What it is.
Don't even care if it's a part of it. You don't care if it's a part of the show or a feature on the show or something. Something to make some money off of, right?
Yeah, that'll work. Anything that got something to do with this guitar, yeah, that's mainly what it is, Mr. Perry. I wanna do my music.
At least you can feature that. At least you can do a feature.
Man,
guitar somewhere in the show now.
I'm gonna tell y'all something. When somebody been out in the streets for a long time.
How long you been out there? You know, you remember? Can you remember?
I can't. But see, my situation was a situation where that was just on me.
Yeah.
My family is that for me, so you know what I mean?
Oh,
that was just on me. You know what I mean?
You.
You know, that was just on me. But I was living a lifestyle of drug, sex, and rock and roll. Now I live the lifestyle of love, peace, and harmony.
That's what I'm talking about.
For real, y'all.
It's called evolution, baby.
Hey, that's right, evolution. All right, it's the evolution. But serious note, y'all out there, if somebody can get a message to this man and let him know, my name's Guitar Red. I'm down there at Starbucks in downtown Decatur. You can look me up, Decatur Guitar Red. I'm on that computer. The phones and all of that right there.
We can find him. We can find him out there. Is he's on the Instagrams and the Facebooks and
I hadn't checked that because I see him every 2 or 3 days downtown. So
it's already. You gotta get your Instagram. You got an Instagram?
Yeah, I got it on my phone. I just don't know how to work it. I'm sorry.
We gotta get you something.
I'm a real caveman.
We gotta get you a pub team. Come on, man. We gotta get your advertisements.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Guitar Red.
Yes, sir.
You got anything else you need to say? Want to say another song you want to sing?
Yeah, I do. This
Come on,
this one of my blues songs. I got my blues side to me. See, the music that I play on the street, I get the feeling from the people that surround me.
Okay.
And that's how I come out. This goes one of my songs
I gotta switch over. I gotta switch over to my account. What kind of you?
Like a three-legged dog. She took me from bed, made me say my line. But that's all right, girl, that's the way love me. My old lady, she been so mean. Girl, why you mad? I put the toilet seat down.
You put the toilet seat down, guitar.
I cleaned the bathroom. I went to the mall. I even hung out with my mother-in-law. I went to the gym. To stay trim. Girl, why you acting like I ain't your friend? Honey, I don't understand. Girl, I'm missing you now. Old lady, she been so mean. The girl got so mad, burnt up Sunday collard greens. Girl, what's going on? I'll come to mama and say, I'm gonna love you all night long.
She She sold me.
But she burned up the collard green.
Like a thread like a dog. She took me from my bed, made me see my Lord. Yeah.
I even hung out with my mother.
Yes, sir.
I went to the gym to get trimmed.
Everything you can do.
She burned up the collard green, though, dog.
You did everything you could do.
Tell
She
you.
still treated you bad.
And still treat you like a three-legged dog. Yes, we love y'all girls out there. Don't get it twisted. We love y'all. We love y'all. Hey, I do want to make a shout out to a brother on Andre 3000. I want to let him know that you got plenty of music. I got all the music me and you wrote. See, that first song, me and Andre wrote that. The next songs I got plenty of music. We gonna bring Atlanta back, and I meant that we finna funk it up. You know, I got some ideas. See, what I really want to do with you, bro, I want to put together some wax. I want to bring back the wax for the funky old crew. The albums, that's right. That's what I really want to do. So anybody out there get running him or Instagram, tell them Guitar Red is back. I'm hot. I'm ready. I'm sober, mainly. And I'm ready to play some music, man. Let's get this back together. Then you don't have to worry about the music. Your brother Red got plenty of it that we already wrote. You got songs that you didn't even know about.
I'm glad you said that because that's what I heard. I heard one of the things was that he was having like writer's block.
Now, he did an interview. He did an interview about 2 months ago with Rick Rubin, and he said that his confidence, he don't have the confidence right now to go in there and create music.
So maybe he need to get back with Guitar Red.
He might need to find Guitar Red, walk around. He with him with the flute, Guitar Red with the guitar.
So Andre 3000, if you get back with Guitar Red, you probably get your confidence back. Get back with Guitar Red.
Hey, listeners out here on the radio, we finna go off. We finna go off the radio. We're gonna start another show. But if you still on Facebook Live, keep watching us because my man Asa Brown is in the building. We from DNA Sports. We're gonna talk a little. Okay, we might not be talking no sports, but we're gonna be talking just a few minutes about what's going on in the sports world. But Asa, gonna have a seat, my brother.
There's a lot going on in the world. And
we signing off with ours?
Oh yeah, we good. We good.
Okay.
Let's do it.
All right. Let's run it in. What's good with you, boy?
I'm not worthy.
You know what? Now I'm gonna tell you something though.
I'm worthy of being here.
I know.
I'm in Atlanta history. I'm not worthy.
I know you're in the presence of royalty right about now.
All that.
I'm not worthy, baby.
Now we always talk about you when you come in.
Yeah.
Because either you come in or your partner come in.
Either him or Don. I told you, I ain't never
together.
say, hey, and the funny thing is, I heard that one light skin and one dark skin. That's the funny thing about it. But you would never know because you ain't never seen both of them at the same time.
Never come to our show together. Y'all got your own show, but y'all never come to our show together.
We gotta keep the
Mystique
alive. Is it one? Is it two? You know
I know. That's what we're trying to figure out.
We gotta keep it alive.
The listeners want to know. I want the inquiring minds.
The stats say we ain't never done it, so guess what? We gonna keep it running.
Those of the program.
So we got it. All right. So now.
All right. Hey, let's talk about the Coronas.
Run into it.
Corona is the undefeated right now. Corona is the
like Noosa, ain't it?
Corona is the Mayweather.
Hey.
Lining them up, he knocking them down.
Hey man, this thing is crazy.
One thing I ain't heard, he had his NASCAR.
Oh no!
Well, they still gonna drive, but can't nobody go see it.
Well, that's what they.
They're not gonna have anybody in the stands.
No.
I can see that. I can see
then
that.
COVID, then that's a draw. Then right now they 10 0 and 1.
Yeah. Yes, sir.
And I knocked everybody out.
So, what are, I mean, because I know you are a sports show, and I know you and Don be behind it. What are y'all hearing?
Man, it's like, so you got to be careful with like what we seeing right now. People talking is the wording, right?
Yes.
So like NCAA tournament, that's a wrap.
Yes.
Ain't ain't no 2020 champion. That's over. But I feel depending on how this plays out, the NBA will have the playoffs. You know what I mean? So they'll how the season ended, the last game, whatever their standings are, then they'll start those playoffs
from right there.
From right then. So
that probably will go into deeper than usual.
So you think that, so the NBA, you think they're just going to end the rest of the regular season and just
the regular season over? I think the NBA probably will wind up playing the playoffs.
Okay.
When is the question?
Because I heard the last I've heard is like 30 days. They wait 30 days.
Everybody's playing. Everybody's playing that 30 days. It's really what they had left. 20 games left. 20. You know what I mean? So there wasn't really no race like for the A spot.
Yeah.
There wasn't no real competitive. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So Nolan, they really wanted Nolan in there.
Like in the East, whoever the AC, they gonna get beat 4-0 anyway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now maybe in the West, maybe that AC might be New Orleans or would have been New Orleans or be Memphis or whatever. But okay, 4-1. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, for those folks though, you still get what you want to see as far as whether it's the rookie of the year and for Memphis, they point guard against LeBron, or you get Zion. You know what I mean? But you can do the end of the season ended last week, wherever the standings were. That's how it's going to be, and then 30 days from now is probably when they'll start to play. 30 days from now they'll make the announcement. Yeah, we back on, and then whatever that time frame to start the playoffs. You know what I mean?
So you think this has an asterisk over the championship? Like I look at. Because I look at the 99, I think it was the Spurs.
That 99 with the short season with the Knicks and the Spurs. You got the 94, the OJ.
Yeah.
Got an asterisk, even though the full season.
Why did OJ get an asterisk now?
Just because everybody start watching the championship.
Yeah.
But I don't think it should get an asterisk.
It get an asterisk, dog. When you think about that Houston Knicks series, the first thing you think about is where were you at Game 5 or Game 6? You know what I mean?
But I still look at that they played a full season. So
I'm just saying as far as like what was going on.
Yeah, the big moments.
The big moments, you know what I mean? So I don't think this with 20 games left, it's not an asterisk. To me it won't be an asterisk. If it like the Knicks and the Knicks and the Spurs, that would be an asterisk because it was a shortened season.
See, but that's why I give this one an asterisk. But
it's not a shortened season. That Knicks Spurs was like 50 games.
Yeah, they played like 50 games.
But here's why I give this an asterisk because you still don't know what the injuries or what could have happened if they played the actual full game. Nor do you know with low management where these guys would actually end up. Because I still think the race for second between the top 3 seeds in the West was still a race.
Yes, I hear where you're coming from, but you watched the last 2 weeks, you pretty much knew the Clippers were, I won't say folding it in, but Clippers were doing what they needed to do just to remain at 4th. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And again, in the East, it's such a drop off after you get past the 3rd seed. Mm-hmm. It's a drop off in the record. It's such a drop off in the East. That's why I say I get what you're saying. Like things could have changed a little bit. Basically, Milwaukee wasn't going to lose the first seed in the East. They're really not looking to be a fight for the first seed with the Lakers having control of that. Yeah. So maybe in the West there might have been a flip flop in the 2nd and 3rd or whatever. But I get it, but since they played more than 80% of the season, I really won't put an asterisk by it.
Well, do you think, with this time off,
time to heal though?
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm going to say. With this time off,
come with that argument,
and that's my part of the argument. But
that only happens if the Lakers don't make to the finals.
Yeah, because my thing is this right here.
If you want
everybody, let's be honest, because people don't like people think I'm a LeBron hater, and I'm not really a LeBron hater. I'm a LeBron realist. All right, and everybody knows LeBron is on PEDs. I don't give a damn what nobody want to admit. Everybody knows LeBron is on PEDs.
Hey, give them. Make sure they get your.
You can give me the
email address.
Beehive. You can be the LeBron King James.
Make sure they get your email address.
As much as I say about LeBron, I ain't never accused that man.
But I'm gonna tell you, when somebody tell me in the middle of the season you got to go to Germany to go get medical care, when he did with the Cleveland Cavaliers the year that they won the championship, come on, man. When you got to take
you say that about Kobe?
No. When you got to take a whole month and a half off because you said you got a groin injury or something like this, and then your coach is like, this man. Okay, I'm glad you said he's old. I'm glad you said he's old. He's 37 years old. If I'm not correct, if I'm wrong, I think he's 37 years old. What 37-year-old has developed that way naturally and also has not endured, put this much strain on your body and has not endured a severe injury?
Bro,
you gonna tell me this is just God's work?
Hey, why can't it be?
Okay, what is the doctor named God? GAWD.
Hey, they call him through Jesus.
Dr. God.
I will say this, and like I said, if they decide to play the rest of the season, the playoffs, the asterisk will come if you wind up having the Houston Rockets make it to the finals.
Yes.
The asterisk will come if you wind up, like I said, it doesn't matter.
The Houston Rockets?
I think in the West, everybody's pretty much said it was going to be a LA team.
The LA teams in the conference
Anybody
finals.
else that makes it out of the West, now you can put an asterisk on it. Now you can go, but like, you know what?
Nah, we can't do that then. We can't do it just because who you wanted to be there or thought you were going to be there.
Like I said, if it doesn't happen, will they still be an asterisk? Yes. People will still talk about it for a lot of reasons. You didn't play the last 20 games. You got the COVID, the corona, all the stuff that's went on or whatever. But most, as time goes on, most people will really forget this portion of the cancellation of the season, of the regular season. Yeah. But people will really remember if it's somebody other than the LA teams, especially from the West Coast, from the Western Conference, that makes it to the finals.
So yeah, I see what you're saying. So now you want to now they're going to try to throw an asterisk on it somebody else other than
because they'll do,
which is unfair.
The same way you do the 99 short of the season with the Knicks and the Spurs. The Knicks wasn't supposed to be there. That was supposed to be the Heat. That was supposed to be Alonzo Mourning and them boys supposed to be there. You know what I mean? And the Knicks beat them in a shortened season, and it was some funny stuff that went on in that series and whatnot. So that was more so of the asterisk. Not so much people forget that it was a shortened season. Yeah. They got the asterisk there because it wasn't supposed to be the Knicks, and the Knicks was an 8 seed and they beat a 1 seed. You know what I mean? So if you have that kind of, I don't want to call it funny business, but if you have that kind of scenario that plays out, if they decide to have the playoffs and finish the season, and you have anybody other than the 2 LA teams make it to the finals, then you definitely will have an asterisk, and everybody will remember all of this.
See, that's the part I hate, though. And I agree with what you're saying, but I hate it, though.
Yeah, I mean, because the sports world. Welcome to it.
Yeah, because if you're not going to do it for one of the LA teams, then don't do it for anybody.
I know, but that's just listen. That's just the way
so
it is.
Now let's talk about the NCAAs. Dayton.
I feel bad for at all levels. High school, college, D1, D2, all levels, especially when you got kids in their senior year.
But
you know what I mean? They don't get to fulfill that dream at just playing in the tournament.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And if you got a good team like Dayton. You got a good Cinderella underdog, like this is the time of the year everybody, March is like, listen, I'm taking 2 days off. What?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I'm sick.
Most people lose the most work.
Yes, sir.
In 2 days, you know what I mean? Because somebody's streaming, watching,
yes,
people
sir.
just call out. You know what I mean? I'm gonna go on Thursday and Friday. I'm gonna be at the bar. You know what I'm saying? So, but I feel bad for those kids. Like I said, D1, D3, D2, all those levels. You a senior or you got a good squad because next year it's not gonna be the same. You know what I mean? Next year nothing's promised on your opportunity to make noise now and do something. And even for those kids who are got professional aspirations, this is their time to shine. This is how we found out about Jay Morant, because you know what I mean, he won a couple of games in the tournament. You go back to people like, well, when did Curry come out? Curry came out because he carried Davidson to the Elite Eight and was a couple of buckets away from being in the Final Four, a small school. Or you got Butler. They 2 years in a row make it to the championship game, and one of the shots rimming out. You know what I'm saying? So Boston still got one of those guys from that Butler's team. I can't call his name now. He was in Utah and then he got traded to Boston. He broke his leg in 2 seconds when.
Hayward.
Hayward, he played at Butler.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's right. He played with the coach. That's right. That's right.
It was Stevenson. He was.
That's right.
Coached by Stevenson again now. So these guys kind of make their name become household names. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Doing March Madness. You know what I'm saying? Coaches too.
Oh yeah.
Because you get a coach like
that's
that.
What Brad Stevens and what's the boy? He's in Texas now. Right now.
Shaka.
Shaka. Yeah.
So I can imagine that Dayton Flyer coach. Now you get some of the bigger programs looking at you. Hey, you did a whole lot with less.
I hung out with 2 Dayton guys last night. They sick.
Yeah.
They sick.
That let you know. That let you know they had a squad.
Yeah.
They had a squad. This year was the year for me. I think, you had a 16 beat a 1 last year, right? But this the year that I think the 12, 13, or 14 made you get real deep runs. Because to me, nobody at the blue blood schools were really strong. Kansas. Nothing about Kansas was like, they're gonna be on the top. Nothing about Duke.
Yeah.
Nothing about Kentucky. You start naming some of some of the the household names. Nothing about them was like, they're gonna run away with it. So it could have been a year where you had the Dayton Flyers, those kids,
So what do you think about the NCAA thinking about getting them another year?
Giving who? The kids?
Yeah, they thinking about
really.
Yeah, I mean,
it's been proposed that to give them the kids that's gonna miss these seniors getting ready.
I will say this: if that's the case, then now you got to start looking at NCAA because they opening the pants. Like a lot of stuff is happening to NCAA that they don't know what
they
to do
want
right
money,
now.
man.
Yeah. Like the kids kind of suing and now being able to get money from their likeness on video games or whatever. Now if they decide to do this, which I don't have a problem with it, but how much easier this could have been 10 years ago when you was trying to hold kids back from transferring the whole, like you see it in college football.
Yes, sir.
Quarterbacks are like, whatever. I'm transferring. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Take a year from you. That's fine. I probably need the rest of my body anyway. But I'm gonna be in a program in which I can shine and get to the next level. So, that whole decision in California where, they basically said kids can make some money off their likeness.
Yes,
has
sir.
now changed the game across the board.
Yeah.
The thinking process. So I don't have a problem with it, but I feel if you're a senior or, and you have some NBA prospects, I'm not coming back for it.
Yeah.
It's a lost time in your life is life, right?
Yes, sir.
You can't make everything up. So it's a learning lesson for them. Life is life. Take advantage of what you got right now because you never know when it's going to be taken away from you.
Yeah, because I was trying to find it because one of my homeboys, he hit me up.
Back to your point, Guitar Red.
My homeboy hit me up in a group message a few days ago about because I didn't know about this kid named Toppin from Dayton.
Yeah,
and this would have been his moment to shine.
Yes.
And because I didn't know who this kid was.
Yeah, I mean he been showing the last couple weeks. It's been with his catapult, and this tournament with the NCAA is going to be his moment to get. To
show everybody.
But the good thing is he got the last couple weeks.
Yeah,
that's been great.
They kept rising in the polls. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They 15 rising 12, 11, and then people was like, hey.
So this may be a good thing for him because now if he got exposed during the tournament,
exactly.
It wasn't going to match him. It doesn't match when you playing that game on Thursday. And then Saturday, and then you get to the Sweet 16, and then the Elite 8. Ain't nothing gonna be able to match just the experience and the name recognition. Now we talking about them, but we talking about them for people who hadn't seen them play. We talking about them just because the potential. But we want to talk about stuff that we've actually seen actually go down. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So
does this time off help the Braves find some pictures?
No.
Oh, okay. How about a hitter?
If they ain't have one, the regular season supposed to be 2 weeks from today, right?
Yes.
So if you ain't have one today, you ain't gonna have one in 2 weeks.
But we got a little time to get
a little time to put some.
Oh man.
Nah.
But it does give Joseph Martinez time to heal for the Atlanta United.
That's not gonna happen. Joseph's done, man.
No, he's done for a whole year.
Because I don't think has he had surgery yet?
Yeah, he had surgery the next day, basically.
No, I don't.
Wait a minute. What happened to him? I thought it was just like a mild injury.
No. He tore.
Yeah.
Tore tail, all that.
Yeah.
No. He done for 16 months.
Oh,
yeah. Okay. It's that's new. That's
okay. So I saw something very interesting. All right. So let's say they postponed since the NBA is already suspended or postponed. If this gives Kevin Durant time to come back.
No.
You don't think Kevin Durant has enough time to come back?
No.
Okay. It would be very interesting.
No, let him sit. I mean, he need to. I mean, go ahead.
This wasn't about this year.
Yeah. Exactly. I agree with that.
And plus, they already done fired the coach.
Yeah.
So why are you coming back?
They already shut down Kyrie.
Yeah.
It wasn't about this year for the Nets. It's about next year. Same thing with Golden State. It wasn't about this year for Golden State. It was about next year. True.
I think the only reason I think they brought Steph back because if they hadn't been in that new building, yeah, if they hadn't been in the new building, I think Steph would still be.
But I am glad Draymond Green is getting exposed because he is for everyone who's been yelling that he is this machine and that. But I'm happy he got exposed because of what happened between him and Kevin Durant.
Well, the people that say it must be 1% of the people who think Draymond Green could go to another team and do what he's doing now.
But there's people who actually
Drake. Well, then they don't know basketball.
Exactly.
That doesn't take anything from Draymond.
No, not at all.
He is just the perfect fit
for that. For that system. Yes.
For that.
Yes.
And you got to credit Jerry West.
Yeah.
Yes.
People forget Jerry West put the Golden State Warriors together.
Yes, he did.
He spent 2 years with them after he left the Lakers for some internal issues. So, he got an eye for talent. He put that team together. But I'll go out and say this, regardless of what happens, if they come back and play the season or whatever, I got Golden State in the Western Conference Finals next year.
Oh, yes.
Think about it. Think about it. Everybody
healthy.
The main four back healthy. Or the main three.
Main three healthy.
Draymond, Clay, and Steph.
Yeah.
You got Wiggins.
Wiggins is a combination of Barbosa. A combination of Iggy. You know what I mean? Now, he ain't no Kevin Durant, right?
No.
But people got to remember, they were winning games with Barbosa and Iggy.
Yes.
You know what I mean? They made it to the finals with that.
Harrison Barnes.
He's all three of those guys combined, and now
he don't have to be.
He don't have to be the man.
They got Pascal.
He part of the Avengers. You know what I mean? You got certain people on the Avengers that have they. Who's the one person on the Avengers that never had their own movie? Hawkeye, right? That's Wiggins.
You need him though.
You need him. You gotta have him. You know what I mean? But he ain't gonna have his own movie.
He'll pull something up every now and again.
That's Wiggins, and I feel that's how he's gonna fit. And then you got the whole bench now that have played starter minutes.
Yes.
Now you can actually pick the guys that you know is ready for the moment. These guys have experienced everything, and then they NBA champions. So everybody been taking their shots at them all season.
Oh yeah.
Dumping on them.
They mad.
They got all the motivation.
Yes, sir.
Even the coaching staff.
Yes.
They taking shots at Steve Kerr.
Oh yes.
Everybody. So next year it's gonna be a problem.
It's gonna be a problem.
I said Western Conference Final. I ain't say they gonna make it to the final. I ain't gonna say they gonna win the final.
Still the Clippers.
I say Western Conference Final. Listen, you
can say what you want, but see, Kawhi's something wrong with Kawhi. Something is seriously wrong with Kawhi.
I don't think it's something wrong.
Bro, something is wrong. Nah, bro, something is wrong with Kawhi. Kawhi was hurt last year, and he still Kawhi is hurt. Something is wrong with Kawhi Leonard. They're not saying it. It's gonna come out years from now. Something wrong with Kawhi.
Also, Kawhi a different beast too.
Yeah.
Kawhi, Kyrie, Kevin Durant. These superstars now, they ain't the superstars that we used to.
No.
Just like you were saying, Guitar Red about music, and they need live music and people whatever. And now people got used to hitting a button and they're doing it's something about the previous generation in sports that I'm not saying these guys don't have the drive, but they don't have the same kind of determination.
No,
I think they got soft.
Yeah, they got soft. The only person that's like that is Jimmy Butler.
I think I hate to look at the money aspect of it, but I look at the money. That's why I said I love Zion, because Zion plays like he loves basketball still.
But he's still young at 19.
But still, it looks like he's that person who's like, I just love this.
Yeah.
And I don't care. Yeah, he's 19, but he just has that.
He
act about him that
he doesn't in the mentality. He kind of had that mentality of KG.
Yeah.
Loved to play the game.
Kevin Garnett?
Yeah. When KG first came in the league, there used to be stories about he might go play at the local high school.
Yeah.
And then go play.
I've been wrong about two guys in the NBA this year.
What was that?
I was wrong about Zion. Mm-hmm. And when I say I'm wrong about Zion, I thought Zion had already reached his plateau, right? I didn't think there's nothing more he can do. And then it's going to come out week one and has been shooting the three, before the season, and been shooting the three.
Yeah.
And has a post game that I really didn't see much of a lot at Duke. Like he's
moving grown men.
Yeah. And then I'm on he in Atlanta. I gotta tip my hat to
Trey or John?
No,
Hunter.
To Trey.
Trey. Oh, the Trey?
No, the Trey.
No.
I do too.
No,
I do too.
No, because I still thought that the Hawks should have got Luka.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Yes. I still feel that way, right?
No, I don't.
I still feel that way. But I will say what I seen out of Trey, and again, I based a lot of stuff out of Trey based on how he ended his college career and how he got ran out the building in March Madness.
Yes.
And, 11 seed and got ran out the building by, they were 7 seed and got ran out the building by 11 seed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And just how teams were able to play him in college, I just thought he was going to have a much harder time in the NBA, and I've been wrong. So I had no problem in saying,
does Zion have to? I think Zion need to lose 20.
Oh,
I don't think Zion can lose 20.
I think,
and that was my next thing. Can he lose 20?
I think they need. It's not, to me, it's not losing weight with Zion. To me, I think it's about just managing and keeping him where he.
So he for real big boned.
He for real.
He for real big boned.
Yeah.
I don't think he can survive. I
don't think he can lose it.
No. See, I was wondering, can he lose?
I think if he loses it and when it comes back, it's gonna come back double. You ever see people who get ripped and they lose it, and then like in 2 months when you see them again because they ain't lifted in 2 days, they gain like
yes indeed.
I think that's him.
Zion needs to get with LeBron's trainer.
I don't think that's. I just don't think for him. As much as we think he needs to, he's been big his whole life.
Yes,
yeah, but no,
it's not like
he been for what's going on with him though.
How much weight? How much weight did Shaq lose? Like, stop and think about it.
But that's what Shaq did. Shaq could have lasted longer if Shaq would have lost weight though.
No. Yeah. Shaq lasted over 20 years.
No, if Shaq would have stayed in shape, Shaq would have been a lot better than
Shaq
is not explosive, jumping like
staying in shape and losing weight is two different things.
Yeah, he was out of shape. Yeah,
right now. All right, Zion looks out of shape.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So
I've seen him
doing games. He couldn't play no ball.
He couldn't play no ball. He playing himself back into basketball shape.
Yeah. Okay, I would take that.
But basketball weight and shape is two different things.
Yeah.
But for his explosiveness,
I could look out of shape. I could look like a roly poly.
Yeah.
Ask Joshua in boxing how
yes,
how the roly poly beat the brakes off of him the first time around.
Yes, sir.
And he look like, you know what I mean?
And so boy just got beat by a roly poly.
Hey, you can be.
I'm gonna add you that next. We gonna get to that next.
Just got beat by
you can be out of shape,
yeah,
and still be heavy. I think people get that, especially when we talk about women. A lot of Serena goes through that. We had a conversation. Says Serena lose weight. I think Serena is really not in shape.
Yeah.
Or if she lose weight, she needs to lose 5 or 10 pounds. Mm-hmm. But when people talk about Zion or Serena, they talking about losing 20, 30 pounds. That's not them.
See, and the only reason I say that is because he still got, but this boy ain't but 19. He might still,
he ain't even his grown man weight.
He might even have another growth spurt.
Yeah, and that's a couple of inches, an inch or two or whatever. We talking about, so I don't think the conversation for Zion should be about weight. The conversation should always be about
staying in shape.
Okay.
The only thing I look at that weight though is can your tendons and everything support
no.
That's the part that I'm scared of.
And and now, granted, listen, you look at look at running backs, Bo Jackson, guys that were real big and heavy. It takes a load on their lower body. You know what I mean? That kind of stuff or whatever. So, I mean, I don't know. If it was in the cards, he'll go through 15 years and not really have a problem.
Yeah.
But if it ain't the cards, he might be a Kawhi every other year. Yeah. You know what I mean? And they realize that early, then they're going to put him on that load management, which now people are used to it. Mm-hmm. So, out of 82 games, and they already talking about lowering the game
season anyway
to 70 games. Or
I say keep 82, but push it back to starting December, November time frame. That's what I feel. But
I think they need to get rid of the 82. I think I
like the 82.
You don't like 71.
I don't think I like 71 more than I like 82.
Yes, you will.
I think baseball needs to cut down. NBA and NFL are good for what they are.
You're already making the money. If you cut it back 10 games, I have no problem cutting it back 10 games. I'm old school. I'd rather the first round be 5 games.
Yes.
I know that's never going to happen because of the money that's going to be made, right? But I'd rather go back to the 5 games in the first round.
Yeah,
I agree with that.
And
quit with these long ass breaks between the damn the game.
Yeah.
If you play Wednesday, don't tell me you got to go up until Sunday.
Well, that's the reason why they kind
went to the 7 games.
That's the reason why they're talking about
cutting down,
and then they'll go back to playing more games, in
the playoffs,
or back to back or whatever.
Because they used to, because the 2 home games they played them back to back, and the only break you got is when you was traveling.
And then players kind of complained about it, and so they
could the All-Star game go back to 3:00 in the afternoon, 3 or 5, 6 o'clock in the afternoon.
West Coast, baby, it's a world sports now.
People are gonna watch. People will be at their house at 3:00 in the afternoon on the West Coast.
What you have to learn now about that is what we learned about this COVID-19.
I know, man.
We are globally connected.
Yes, sir. sir.
You know what I'm saying? And so Monday nights, football is 9 o'clock on the East Coast because they
and
want
that's always been that way though. That's always been.
Well, they do the double headers now, and so you up to 2 o'clock in the morning watch that Raiders Chargers game for the first. You know what I mean?
The first game of the year.
So listen, we globally connected now, so it is what it is.
Hey, we gonna get one more sport question. I know you got to get up out of here. Deontay Wilder, can Floyd Mayweather train him in 6 months so that he can fight Fury? I know my answer to this.
I'm gonna do like how I number 45 looked into the mic. No. Shout out to BSO. I sent some questions to him, and he was like, go back. Wilder has a jab. The problem with Wilder, and I asked some questions to some people. I like boxing. They were like, it's his footwork, right? Is what they saying. And so the question is, 2 questions. Is he being trained? Mm-hmm. And if he is being trained, is he listening?
That's the problem.
That's
the biggest thing.
I feel he only got one punch.
That's it.
And he rivs it up, sets it up just to throw that Haymaker. And so he's a
one-trick pony.
One-trick pony. He's a fighter, not a boxer.
Yes.
And so you can't change that in 6 months.
Exactly. Because to me, and what I've been telling people that ask me, and I say, the problem is muscle memory. When he get in that ring and get in trouble, he going to go back to that one trick.
Now, the other thing is, Fury, in the first fight, which I thought Wilder won, it should never be a draw anyway. But the one thing Fury learned in that first fight is I can take his punch.
Yes.
So now I'm not even as scared of it. I'm not as scared of it.
Yes.
That was, if you go back to like a lot of your heavyweights, the one thing that if you
Tyson,
you had to be fearful.
Yes.
And once you lost the fear,
yes,
then you know what I mean. That's 75% of the battle.
Now we don't fear this man.
Now let me see. Now let me start working on my craft and exploit his weaknesses and whatnot. And to me, ain't no fixing that in 6 months. Now I argued on our show. Little plug here.
What's the name of your show?
DNA Sports Talk.
Okay.
Monday 7 to 9 right here on the good WWE 1100 AM. I argued for boxing. Go ahead and let Fury fight Joseph.
Pretty boy? Oh.
No, I just called his name earlier. The other
Joshua.
Yeah,
Pretty boy.
Since now, go ahead and stick with the order. Fury has all the belts. Joshua won his last fight. Now he's next in line. No need to rush this rematch 6 months from now. And everybody was like, well, nobody wants to go and see a fight. We're not going to watch the fight in London and all that kind of stuff.
Will.
And I'm saying, I feel like, how's this going to play out for Wilder? If Wilder gets knocked out one more time, which I believe is going to happen, nobody want to see.
No one can see him anyway.
So you're going to still wind up with
going across the pond.
Going across the pond. Yep. So let Wilder go fight Roly Poly.
How about this?
And then let Joshua fight Fury. And then however it play out, I feel the next fight, if you set it up the way it needs to be set up, Wilder wins his next fight, whoever that is. Wilder wins the next fight. Now you can do all the propaganda you want and the training you want. You can do the build-up. I feel whether it's Fury or Joshua, we'll still watch that next Wilder fight because then it'll be for all the marbles.
Yeah. See, I think, and I agree with you wholeheartedly. I think if Floyd trained him for a year.
Yeah. A year.
If you give him a year to learn how to,
you give him another arsenal. You can work on his feet work. Yeah. You talk about muscle memory. You know, you can do a lot of stuff. But in 6 months, it's gonna take him 3 months to psychologically heal from that whipping he just got.
Boy,
I wonder if he's been in the ring since.
No, I think he go the opposite way.
So what? So he gonna wind up training really hard for 90 days to fight the man that just beat the brakes off you. Who in the first fight took you the distance. Took you the distance the first time.
And the only reason you got a draw because you was able to knock him down
the last 3 rounds, you know what I mean? Then he win the next fight, and in 6 months, you supposed to add something new to your whatever. I'm gonna watch it, but I'm gonna watch him get beat down.
Yes, sir. Asa, thank you again, my brother.
Hey, man,
it, bro.
First of all, man, hey.
Exactly.
with Guitar Red, man. I tell you right now, I'm in Atlanta history right now.
Hey,
like, you know what I'm saying? The names he just talked about, you threw out Andre 3000, like that's right there. That's and TP, Tyler, we gonna find Tyler Perry and get you your appropriate change.
And when he talking about Andre 3000, I picked him up and we rode over here, and when we came up the street, Stank Only is right down the street.
Yeah.
He was like,
right around the corner.
Yeah, he stopped.
Ain't much change. It's changed. It ain't changed.
Yes, sir. He was like, "Hey, we going to North Side?"
Yeah.
Stank Only. Yeah.
Up the little hill right
yes,
there,
sir.
baby.
Right up the hill.
Up
yes, sir.
Hill.
So I mean, thank you, Decatur Guitar Red, right, man. Thank you for the history.
All right,
bro.
Thank you.
We're gonna try to get you in touch with Mr. Tyler Perry.
And everybody stay safe out there, man. Just like use common sense.
Yes.
I heard the doc y'all had on earlier. Do what the good Lord told you. Wash your hands.
Oh my God.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
I gotta find out what's the toilet paper thing, man. Toilet paper is driving me crazy.
If you are sick, no matter what it is, if you are sick, stay at home. Now, what I will tell you this: don't go to WebMD though. You go to WebMD.
You got
to WebMD. You got everything.
You got it.
Yes, sir.
I thought I had it, man. It's my allergies.
If you want to listen,
it's my allergies.
Timing is everything, and I think really, honestly, in the next 3 weeks, however the government decides to, do certain things, but I think the paranoia is going to really kick in when the pollen season kicks in.
Oh my God! Yes,
you got people sneezing and now we so paranoid. We don't know what's what because we haven't gotten clear answers. So it's a good thing y'all had the doctor on trying to give some clear, factual answers and
Thank you, classmate Dr. Sandra Dalton Smith. Thank you. Detroit Guitar Red.
The virus does not make
Asa and Don, tell them where they can find you.
Oh man, again, every Monday, right here, almost in the same studio, baby. You see the backgrounds the same.
Yes, sir.
Monday 7 to 9. I don't know. We're gonna talk about this Monday. I have no.
What are y'all?
We gotta go call some doctors in too. I don't know what we gonna talk about, baby.
I'm gonna have to call in and talk about how you thought how you think that Luka Doncic would be better for the Hawks than Trae Young. I cannot see that.
I don't think that would work. Listen, I tell you what, we put it out there. Whatever y'all want to talk about.
Yes.
Right now, I'm looking up badminton. I'm looking up bowling.
It is fun.
I'm looking at what's going on, baby.
Your local darts ball.
Darts ball, anything. You know what I mean? So, yeah, every Monday, 7 to 9, man. And make sure y'all come back on Fridays, though, to the barbershop. I got to pay my bill. I know when I come up out of here.
Yeah. You got to see the cashier. Definitely got to see the cashier now. Came here, got fresh and stuck in, We let you in the door. Friday be a little crowded.
Exactly.
You snuck on up in here. But, man, hey, we appreciate you. Y'all keep doing what you do.
Thanks, man. Appreciate
Guitar
you,
Red. I see you. I see you on Tuesday.
Appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
I want to get serenaded up out of here, baby.
Hey,
you know what I mean?
Guitar Red, whatever you play, that's what we going out to.
That's what we going out to?
Yes, sir.
Appreciate it.
All right, here we go. All right, here we go. This is one of the songs that me and Andre 3000 worked together.
Oh.
I've been round, take when to see, girl, every time I think of love, you looking at me, I've been round, it's on show, I am thinking your love, never, hey, I got nothing but love and more, girl, what's going on? I got nothing but love and more now, and I wrote it the song. Girl, come and turn around, let me see that body, let me show you what I mean. Girl, just come around and let me see your hiding. I just want to see you clean. Baby, don't you know I dig you, and your mama stopped her. Girl, don't you love me, and you got my mind. I cannot get back, girl, your girl get angry all
Decatur Guitar Red. Good job, people.
All right, y'all. It's time to clean the clippers, sweep the floors. The shop is now closed.
Get out.
These different experiences with these talk shows and stuff. How's that working out?
It's been good. I don't really, I'm not gonna say I don't really care, but I don't know. I'm more interested in tiny things that don't really matter.
Okay. That's what's up. You wrapped yourself around something major. You're staying humble.